absolute coordinates and relative coordinates on CNC milling machines. In programming, confusion between absolute and relative coordinates often occurs. The first step in distinguishing between absolute and relative coordinates is to understand their definitions. Absolute coordinates represent the distance of the tool relative to the origin of the machining coordinate system, meaning the coordinate position to which the tool moves. Relative coordinates, also known as incremental coordinates, represent the tool's position relative to the previous position, not to the fixed origin of the machining coordinate system. On CNC milling machines, the corresponding commands for relative and absolute coordinates are the absolute value programming command G90 and the incremental value programming command G91. The format is G90 G, X, Y, Z, G91 G, X, Y, Z. G can be either G00 or G01. X, Y, Z are the coordinate values for each axis. G90 is an absolute dimension command, indicating that dimensional words in the program segment are absolute coordinate values, i.e., coordinates starting from the programming origin. G91 is an incremental dimension command, indicating that the dimensional words in the program segment are incremental coordinate values, i.e., the difference between the tool's end position and the starting position. Now, let's compare the difference between the absolute and the relative coordinate programming with an example. The tool moves sequentially from the origin to the point 1, 2, and 3, using absolute programming with G90. The absolute coordinates of point 1 are x20, y15. The absolute coordinates of point 2 are x40, y45. And the absolute coordinates of point 3 are x60, y25. Therefore, the programming of this small segment using the G90 command is N2, G90, G01, x20, y50, N3, x14, y42, N4, x60, y25. Using the G91 command for programming, G91 is an incremental dimension command. First, point 1 relative to the origin moves 20 units in the positive x direction and 15 units in the positive y direction. So, the first line is G91, G01, x20, y50. Next, moving from point 1 to point 2, the x direction moves 20 units positively, and the y direction moves 13 units positively. So, the second line is x20, y30. Moving from point 2 to point 3, the x direction moves 20 units positively, and y direction moves 20 units negatively. So, the third line is x20, y negative 20. As long as the concepts are clear, using absolute and relative coordinates is quite simple. This concludes the content of this lesson.